and welcome to URL. I'm Courtney Miller, your host, and this is a show all about the internet, our relationships with it, and thus and so forth and etc. Today, URL stands for Ruh-roh Lehan-Canto.
Oh no.
Because my favorite person is on the couch today, Amanda.
Ruh-roh
Lehan-Canto. The movie Mandy herself. And my new nickname lately, Ama. I've been calling you that a little bit.
You have? Not to me.
I thought I said it to you.
No.
You are just floating around sometimes, because one time I was like, hey, what if I called you this? Ama! And you were like, yeah, okay.
That's because I'm like, yeah, it's okay. You can call me pretty much anything, except for like, whore. I feel like, I mean, if the scene calls for it, you may.
The scene calls for it.
You may.
Okay, you are the guest on my podcast today. Is it weird not having a table in front of you to like sit at?
Yes, it's very weird. And also it's very nice to be a guest. And I'm going to do my best to be a guest.
Well, this ain't no media training test.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Amanda, what is your relationship with the internet?
I feel like I've been pretty clear about it. I try to take a lot of breaks from the internet. Mm-hmm. The thing is, to be honest, I could go days without going on the internet and be absolutely fine.
Good.
You know, some people are like, I can't survive without my phone. I can't survive without going on Instagram. Mm-hmm. I could go days. Like my whole maternity leave didn't go on it once.
Whoa.
And it was incredible. But then if I start going on it, I get like really excited. And then I could be on it for hours and I could lose days. I could lose so much time.
Days. I feel like you do this a lot where it's like you're not really online for a while and then you'll come in and then you'll post like 10 stories and then you're gone.
Yeah. I just posted, someone does a video and I post really like none of them match or connect or whatever. But I'm always like, the way I post is I tell a story where I'm like, hey guys, I'm on the internet or whatever. And then I'll post things I'm doing and it'll be like something really important that the people should know. And then a video of like a baby wearing high heels.
Oh, nice.
I just posted a video of a little baby. You can't see their face, just their feet. And they have baby high heels on. And they're just going.
Okay, wait. So Instagram is your main, I feel like.
Instagram is my main.
Yeah.
TikTok is very fun for me to go on. I don't really post on TikTok.
You don't?
I really, really don't. And I probably could and I should. But here's the deal. I don't have enough time in the day right now to formulate things. Because when I post, I open up a door where I'm like, I'm thinking about it all the time. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, that's something I should post. Oh, that's something I should post. Mm-hmm. And I'm finding that the phone is really taking me away from, raising a child.
Yeah, the other things that are a little bit important.
Yeah, but I do love TikTok. I go on TikTok for very specific things, though.
Okay, like?
You're going to be like, God, you're so millennial. Whatever. I don't care. I go on TikTok to watch people who watch all the hours of like
of like a trial.
A trial at court, and then they watch their favorite moments and then they talk over it.
They like report all the things that I've seen some of that too. I think there was some trials where I got into Rotten Mango for that reason.
Oh, yeah. I need to get into that. You love that.
Some of the stuff she reports on, like the titles like freak me out where I'm like, who's this marketing toward? I don't want to listen to this sick shit.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to like part 1 of
the trial.
Blah, blah, blah trial.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh yeah, that seems like totally fine.
Would you have ever been a person who did that? Because I know you did news for a little bit. Would you have ever reported on trials like that?
I would have loved to do that rather than go to the middle of nowhere with like just a camera and just me editing everything, standing out, talking to people who don't want to talk to you. I would rather watch all the trial and then green screen it behind me and have like a cute little mic and be like, okay, guys, this bitch is guilty. I wouldn't do it like that. I would do it very legit.
I would watch either of those versions of that. This bitch is guilty or...
But that would be my full-time job.
Yeah, it requires a lot of work and dedication, that stuff.
Yeah, but you have a full-time job and you also are like crushing it on TikTok. And I'm just like, how?
Thank you.
How?
I think the busier I am at this job, the less I'm posting. So like when there's lulls, I'll have times where I'm posting a ton or like... I think it's because it's where I started. Like, I started making little phone videos,
Yeah.
So editing on the phone and, like, pooping out a video. I don't know why I always want to say farting it out or pooping out a video because
I like fart.
Just, it's done. And
Poop feels like you're staining it.
Yeah. Yes.
Millennials are cool. I need to, like, reconnect.
Yeah, but it's like definitely social media makes you overperceive yourself. Like I feel like I try to view myself as the first time viewer, and it can just be like a toxic like cycle where I think it can be a skill as a director of like imagining how a project is going to come across, but also like observing yourself like that can be obsessive and just toxic.
It can be obsessive and toxic, and it can take up so much time. I think for like my mind, I was just like, but if I'm going on it to like watch really funny videos, then I go on it forever and I cry laughing. And then I'm like, is that a problem? I'm like, am I crying laughing on my phone rather than like crying laughing out in the world?
Okay, so when I send you a TikTok, it's not like you have TikTok on your phone, because I send you and Angela TikToks all the time.
Yes, and they're very funny.
It's always like 3 old women, and I'm like, us.
Hey, us. That big one in the back, that's you, girl. Hey, the big one? It's fine. Anytime anyone sends me a video, they're like, it's us. And I was like, and who's the big one in the back? Who's the big lady looming over everyone in the back? They're like, I guess if you want that one, you should have her. I'm like, sometimes I cannot, if I go on Instagram, I'm like, okay, I plan to lose a whole hour now.
Yeah.
Can I afford that? That's kind of where I'm at with online right now. It's like, if I go on, I'm going to lose an hour. But I will say, I did watch a lot of like YouTube videos when I was on maternity leave. I watched a lot of our stuff to like catch up. And then I was like, nah, I miss you guys. This is too sad.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
That's such a good way to stay connected at the same time. It is. We are like an unavoidable ex online sometimes for people where it's like, you try and miss us, bro. We're everywhere.
People like, I see you on the internet. And I'm like, and they're like, I just see you do funny stuff on Smash Mouth. I'm like,
no, I remember when we had Bob the drag queen on Smosh Mouth, and I just banged down the door, and I was in that episode as well. And he was like, have you guys ever had Smash Mouth on? And we were like, he passed. And he was like, oh.
We were like, R.I.p. He passed away.
He passed away right after you guys announced the name of your podcast.
Yeah, we did. And he was like, oops. Anyways, moving on to my book. And I was like, yes, please. Yes.
Okay, so what was your relationship with the internet when you were first having access to it? Like, did you share a computer with your sisters and stuff?
Oh, I shared a computer with everybody in the family. There was like a Gateway 2000, like big monitor, and it was everybody's computer. It was my mom's computer typing up notes. It was my dad's computer, and it was all my sister's computer.
Dang.
And my little sister played Sims nonstop.
Okay.
And then we would like, there was something on the computer that had like videos. No, it's kind of like photo booth.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah.
You know, photo booth, but I don't know what it was then where you could take little videos and we would do like little mini like dumb videos.
Like Ian and Anthony did?
Yeah, pretty much, except they wouldn't be posted anywhere.
You just had them?
They just stayed on the computer.
Oh.
Yeah, we got like an hour each day that we could use the computer.
1 hour?
Yeah, because the whole family uses it. There was one computer.
So when we played Sims on Smosh Games, did that feel nostalgic for you?
It did. Yeah. Because my sister would play it. We played Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
What's that? I think that sounds familiar.
Okay, Mike, am I crazy? You know what I'm talking about. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? This is old school.
Okay.
You would go around the world. Do you know who Carmen Sandiego is?
Sounds familiar. I'm really bad, like where I know the name, and if I see their face, I'm like,
okay.
oh, I know that face.
Oh my God, thank you.
I love her sleigh. Oh my God, Halloween costume now.
No, literally slay. So you would have to try to find her in the world, and you would like scan things and be like, beep, 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 beep. And then she would either be there or not be there.
She's hot.
She's so hot. But as a kid, you're not like looking for her because she's hot. You're looking for her because you need to fucking find her. That's
as a kid, I was also looking for her because she was hot.
Yeah, no, she's hot.
I was early. Like slay.
So that was like something that I spent my time playing. God, what else did we played such whatever the computer would let us play.
Like pinball?
Pinball, we played this mouse game. This is really going to dig deep, and I don't know what it's called.
Wait, is the mouse game the screensaver with the maze?
Yes. And it's searching for cheese, and you go into a castle?
No.
And the castle opens? Wait.
We have different ones. Because like the old PCs, they would have screensavers that were weird. Where like it would be just like a really like weird like PlayStation 2 ass animation that you're like going through a maze. And then there'd be a rat a giant rat in the maze. And me and my siblings would sit in front of the computer and it'd be like going through the maze and we'd be like, the rat's coming, the rat's coming. And then the rat would go by and we go, ah!
Wait, you wouldn't be controlling it?
No, it was just a screensaver. I would just sit there and watch.
Why are you guys sitting in front of a screensaver?
It must have been a Sunday. We weren't allowed to do shit on Sundays.
You guys gonna sit upstairs and watch the screensaver?
Remember this shit?
I
my
remember this.
God. Oh God, where's the rat? I'm
This
so
is the
scared
Windows
right
95
now.
maze screensaver.
I am so scared right now.
This is actually really spooky.
The rat is coming. I know it is.
Ah! Oh my God, this is so crazy. Wow, so that's not what I played at all.
It's not even a game.
That's not even a game.
Oh, but I'm curious about your game. Sorry, I just
You don't need
traumatized myself all over again.
No.
Asked Mike to do that to me. What about consuming internet content back then? Were you guys on YouTube at all? Or like, was there anything that you guys would go to like websites?
My biggest thing on the internet was AIM, Messenger.
Oh.
And I would, this is a confession, but you know how you could put a ding on someone's name? Did you know that? You could
Like
put like
change
a
the chime?
ding. No, whenever they signed on.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
knew it was them. So I always put my crush signing on. That's what I would spend my time doing. AIM.
Dude, I miss that vibe of just chilling. Like we were NPCs just chilling at the computer and then there'd be that buddy list. And then you hear a door open and then you're like, who is that?
It's the best. And you'd be like, hey, what's up? Sup?
Not much you?
Not much you?
Yeah.
ASL. No one would ever say
ASL.
that. Age, sex, location.
I talked about that with Arasha and Arasha was like, you shouldn't be allowed online. And fair.
I'm sorry,
Fair.
none of us should have been allowed online. What we were
true.
able to look up was crazy.
No, I think knowing our experience online with that, it's like, I do think you should have an internet license. Speaking of which, what we're going to talk about today, I'm also excited is once your kid is allowed
Oh my
to be
God,
online.
I'm so stressed
once
out.
they're old enough to operate the old computer.
Yeah.
That's going to be crazy. So you're the first Smosh cast member to have offspring.
I am. Offspring, what a cool band.
I love that name.
It is wild. I do feel like I'm like walking new territory. Like I'm like, all right, you guys, I'm gonna go up this mountain and there's a lot of grass and a lot of weird animals and trees in the way, but I'm going up it.
It's
and
new
everyone's like, all
territory.
right, good luck.
Good
Let us know
luck.
how it is. I'm like, if I get back, you know how you're coming up in the comedy world and you the same people you're coming up with are with you, right? And they're all doing different things. There was someone that I was talking to who now teaches clowning, and they just had a baby like 4 months before me. And I was like, motherhood, how is it? And it's wild. It's wild to know them for like over 10 years. It's very fun to have like comedian friends have a baby because you naturally do weird shit. Like my favorite thing to make him laugh, and I think I sent you a video, is to interrogate him. It makes him laugh. I realized my son is like an adrenaline junkie. He likes to be spooked and then he laughs.
Oh my gosh.
So I'll be like, where were you Monday night? And then he just dies laughing. I'm like, where were you
Sarah
Friday night?
Christing him?
Yeah. Why was your car parallel parked in front of CVS or whatever? He loves it.
He loves attention.
Whether it's wrong or not, you're just kind of trying things out.
Just like Smosh did.
It's funny. It's like, I feel like my generation, I don't know if other moms feel this way, but we feel a little bit more relaxed and more like maybe another generation. Like I feel a little bit more like he's fine. I'm very hands-on with my son, but also a little bit like he's fine. And I don't know if that's because I'm a comedian or whatever, but I'm just like, you're fine. It'll be fine.
I love that.
And not, rather than like,
I wonder how I would be. I don't hold your breath, audience. But
Yeah.
I feel like knowing myself, I'm such an anxious person. Even with my cats, like I'm stressing.
well, cats, they're very sweet, but they stress me out. I feel like they're up all night, like running all over the walls and stuff.
They are. And okay, the cat haunting sound that I joked about on the podcast, it's getting worse. They both do it now.
What is it again?
Don't make me do this. Now Bones is doing it where they put a toy in there. They put the toy in their mouth now. So it's a little fuzzy mouse in their teeth mouth. And they go, ah! Ah!
I don't understand how you do that so well. See, I don't know if I could handle cats. A
Yeah,
son
but-
I can handle. Cats? Oh,
Baby crying is a lot too.
yeah, it is. Because they're like, "Ah." My son does this.
Whoa, that was so good.
My son does this thing where he's like, ah.
What?
I'm actually not even kidding. He'll go,
ghost.
ah.
He's trying to scare you.
No, I don't know what's happening. I'll be like, are you okay? And he's like, ah.
Oh my God.
And then he'll like look at you like, oh, I can't believe I made that noise.
So when he starts to be able to get online, what are some things that you're like, he's gonna find stuff of you. He's gonna find Smosh content. He's gonna look up his mom's name and like, what are you excited for him to see? What are you not excited for him to see?
Oh my God. I'm panicking because I say a lot of messed up stuff. I also say a lot of like sexy things sometimes. And I'm like, oh my God.
No, I know.
It's almost like probably how actors feel like when their parents watch their sex scenes or something.
Oh, I very much know because like, listen, I had an era on Instagram when I was single.
Yeah.
Where
you were like,
it was Bikini City. I was a
you were a bikini girl.
Catalog. I was bikini girl.
You looked amazing.
IRL bikini girl. And I have nieces and nephews that are getting on Instagram and stuff. And I'm like, I want to like archive. I don't want.
Yeah. No, I know.
Like, I don't regret that. I'm like, power to me. And I'm glad that I felt so good about myself then. But I'm also like, but I don't want.
You looked amazing. I don't know if I can get rid of like a wig session that I'm in.
Wig session?
Like me being like a grip guy, like me being Sarah Christ, like me being a hot dog. Like what? I don't know.
Hot dog Amanda is the best. Amanda.
I think he'll enjoy it. Mostly.
Okay, so I'm wondering, like, are you gonna have to like sit him down one day? Like you're telling him you're Superman. Like you're low-key like.
I kind of have had to do it a little bit because my niece and nephew, my sister be like, you know, they want to watch you. They've seen clips of you. And I was like, okay, I don't know if I don't think they can watch like a full thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yeah, no, I know, but they've seen clips of you. And I'm like, okay, all right. Like, so I'm kind of like, you have to like turn off that part of your brain where you can't think of everything that you've ever said.
Totally. And you don't want to be questioning yourself while you're performing now.
No.
Like.
I think I'm going to be pretty open. And I think I'm going to probably show him things. Probably my favorite things first. Yes. I don't know. This is kind of like a wild question because I'm like, when did they go on the internet? Because I didn't get a cell phone until I was like 17.
Will
when did they
we
get
even
phones?
have internet in 10 years? Who knows?
You think?
I don't know, man. The world is on fire. It's going to catch the cords and wires at some point.
Yeah. I mean, TikTok.
Oh, yeah. I mean, TikTok's so bad now. It's like it's sending me like unironically bad stuff.
My Instagram is, if you've read any romantasy books, it's now I have every single woman who ever has done a review on books.
Okay.
They're like, if you like a big...
What?
They're like, if you like a fae with broad shoulders and a big, you know what, you're going to love this book, this book, this book, and this book. And if he's super toxic, then you're going to love this book, this book, this book, but not this book. If you like a whiny little FMC, a female main character, you're going to like this book. But also, if you like the female main character to have vampire teeth, you're going to like this book. But if you want a shifter, you're also going to like this book. And don't forget, the best book ever that you want to read now, this book.
Hundreds of sexy fae are in your area.
You look up one goddamn thing and that's your content.
Oh, yeah. No, I actually do not like when TikTok's like, oh, you like this one thing? How about I show you only that always and forever? I start to block things.
Well, try birth videos. You know how many fucking birth videos was like on my algorithm? It was a woman being like, and I was just like, no. Or it was just like that moment that I just completely blacked out. And I was like, no.
Oh my God. How
or it's
about
like that moment my
trauma?
husband blacked out. And I'm like, guys.
Horror stories.
So sometimes my algorithm is just like trying to push me off the internet. You know what I'm saying?
It's like when someone's like trying so hard to be liked that they inevitably goes all the way around the other way.
They're like, hey, it's like when someone's like, I like corn. And then every time they're just like, do you want to get something with corn in it?
Corn means something else on TikTok.
What does it mean?
Corn. When people are referencing corn. Corn, what do you... that's what they just call it.
Why don't they call it porn?
Because then TikTok will go, and not let you say it.
Wow, I cannot believe that I used corn. This is the part that I don't want my son to watch. Like, this is the clip that I don't want.
Are you going to be embarrassed with Harambe Gate?
No.
What about FNAF Gate?
Nah.
Do you think Cole would play FNAF?
Well, you know my husband loves video games, right?
Yes.
Loves video games. He loves Dota. Essentially, if you want to lose all communication with your husband, have them play Dota. I'm sure my son is going to probably get into video games.
Oh, but it'd be so cute when they play together. And then you lose them both.
That would actually be so cute. I will say, in the pandemic, I did play Civilization with my husband.
Okay.
Which is like a long, drawn-out game. And all he wanted to do was like build like empires around me to like take me down. Wait, am I thinking of Civilization? No, not Civilization. We played Age of Empires together. It's just like a really, really long game. And it's essentially like you build like your little home and your little area. And then I'm thinking of the right thing. And so he would just over time build like a whole wall around me to try to battle me. But my whole plan was just like feed all my soldiers and have them all like happy and everything. That's what I was doing. So maybe I'm playing the wrong game.
I feel like you guys would have a ton of fun on Minecraft.
Okay. Listen, when people show me video games, I'm actually really into it.
I
Resident
know.
Evil, FNAF, like
I feel like you
super into it.
refuse to let yourself become a gamer because I feel like you would be one.
It's the same as the internet. Well done, Court. Actually, it's the same as the internet. I get worried that I will love it so much that I will be gone. I will be in a time suck that I will literally, you will not see me. I won't show up to work. I will be gone forever. I think that's what will happen.
It happens to the best of us.
No, it's bad.
You're right, because I've been there and I was playing Sea of Thieves like 9 hours a day.
Sea of Thieves?
A pirate ship game.
What?
The best game, and I've begged to play it on Smosh Games. We played it once or twice.
Here's the deal. Pirates are always hot. Let's be real. Real pirates, they're not hot. They're not showering. Their teeth are yellow. They're on the sea. They're
Committing
nasty.
crimes.
Yeah, they're nasty.
They are nasty.
Sea of Thieves, okay?
Let's play it. So now we know that when you're playing video games on Smosh Games, that is exclusive content right there.
Yeah, and I'm really into it. I know. I should give it a try. But you know what I think it is that I grew up and my mom had very tight restrictions on online and TV. Like, if my mom was not home yet, we would turn on the TV. but just like loud enough that we could hear her car pull in. And if her car pulled in, we'd immediately turn it off.
I was the same way, but my dad's Suburban was literally from 1995. We could hear it from a quarter mile away.
Oh, so you were safe.
And so you could hear like a boat coming.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's coming home. And then the garage door and what all that.
Yeah.
My family was the same, there was so many restrictions, but that only gave me the desire to become so skilled at getting around those that I'm very tech savvy. Because I literally tried to create internet on my mom's computer because you know how like on the old computers you could have like your own little user account that you click in, have your own desktop. I was like, I'm going to create the internet. Like I tried to start Wi-Fi from nothing on that computer. I just was like, I need the internet. And I was figuring shit out.
Whoa. They were like, you can't have the internet. I was like, okay.
I was just like, start the internet. They're like, oh, you don't have it. You have to go here. And I go, okay. And I'd click links and I'd be like, you want to start the internet here? And I'd be like, yes. And like it never succeeded. But I learned so much about like following directions and not being afraid to click things and like learning and hitting help and stuff. And did I end up being able to get onto my mom's account anyway because her hint for her password was too obvious? And did I Google things I shouldn't have that scarred my brain forever?
Her hint's like name.
It's like, it's like just the password but backwards.
Yeah.
Like it was
address of my home that I'm currently residing in.
My middle name. Remember it?
Yeah. My middle name. Favorite flower. Whoa.
Yeah, so I was in there.
You created Wi-Fi in your home.
I'm like moving antennas and shit. No, I think that's like been my whole thing was whenever my family was telling me I couldn't have something, I was determined to find ways to be so skilled. I was so good at getting around rules and restrictions from my family.
Wow. I wish I was like that. I literally was like, what you say is law. You're right. I was like, well, we can't do that.
And look how level-headed you are.
I'm way too level-headed. In fact, I'm trying to like break all that control. You see it. I'm like, I can't get into video games because I might spend a couple hours on the weekend playing a video game. What?
Okay, so now we know how we operated around computer restrictions and things. what's your life going to be like when the little one asks for an iPad or starts having access? What are you going to do? Are you going to say, no internet, you have
God.
to create your own Wi-Fi?
That's so overwhelming.
And it's also very early. So obviously, like, you don't need to
he's
be
6
thinking
months
about
old.
that.
Yeah, but still, I think about this. I think about this a lot. Here's the issue. My dad loves technology. He's a computer engineer.
Oh,
So
wow.
he likes to gift. He's like, you got to get the new iPhone. Oh, man, what are you doing? Your phone's a dinosaur. Like, he loves to gift. Yeah, he was the one who was like, you got to upgrade your phone. What are you doing with that thing?
Aww.
So I'm worried that he's going to gift my son an iPad way too early. Like,
he's going to get too excited.
yeah, he's going to be like, well, he needs the newest iPad, you know, so he can go on and play with stuff. And I'm like, Dad, he's 1 year old. Like, I'm worried about that. But for me, I don't know. It'll be a discussion. I'm nervous.
I think you're very old school.
I am.
With a lot of the stuff, like the ways that I've seen you, like, giving him, like, interesting things to interact with. I feel like you're a lot more touch grass vibes.
I'm very touch grass vibes. And I feel like I'm very into, like, his development. So I'm like, we should give him this toy where he pulls things out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because that's teaching him this, or he can, like, build this, or he can hit things. And if he hits things like this, it keeps his core up so he can sit up. Like, that's, I'm very touch grass vibes. So I honestly think I don't know. My husband's kind of similar with me too, though, about the iPad. Here's the thing, though. My nieces and nephews are like, oh yeah, I saw it on YouTube. And my sister, and I'm like, he's 5. Like, how did he? And she's like, I don't know how he finds it. It's on, because YouTube Shorts, they can literally see everything.
Yeah, and YouTube Shorts, they've come a long way, but
I don't know. Here's the thing. Can I wait long? Because society, what if he hates me? And he's like, Mom, everybody has an iPad. My family lives in Massachusetts, so we FaceTime. So now the phone is like something fun. Now it's like, oh, Vava's on the other line, like blah, blah, blah. And when he does my watch, he's like starting timers, like changing the face. And I'm just like, he's 6 months. Like, I'm scared about that. That's what I'm a little bit like, I want to have a choice, but how long will I handle the relentlessness?
I think you will. I think you can.
But then again, you know, there's all these parents who are just like, oh, I'm not going to be an iPad parent. And then they're just like, I gave in. Because you do need like a break. I don't know.
Yeah, but I also I look back on, like, I had a Leapfrog when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I had, or the Game Boy Advance with the Shrek 2 game. And, like, those were all fun, but I don't know if I was ever, well, no, I definitely took it to school and I failed science because I had the Nintendo DS and was playing Mario Kart instead of
Oh, wow. I had a Tamagotchi.
Well, you can only do so much with the Tamagotchi. Shane got me one a couple years ago. It died.
Of course. They all die.
They die really fast. Like, I need to sleep too.
Yeah, they all die. And then you're like, whoa, I'm a terrible parent. Sorry, Tamagotchi.
Sorry, Tamagotchi, gonna do the real thing now.
I know. I don't want iPads at like a dinner space.
No.
Okay, if I get an iPad for the I'm going to say kid. I'm not going to say baby. I'm going to say kid. If I get an iPad for the kid, there's going to be a bunch of rules and restrictions around that. I don't know. It's so stressful.
Also, doesn't have to be an iPad. They make tablets with a lot more limited things.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, like my nieces and nephews had like the little fake iPhones and tablets that just like the buttons squeak and it, like they think they have, but you know, once they're like 9, they know.
They're like, hey, look at my iPhone 16. Everyone's like, that's a squeaky toy. And they're like, wait, what? But hold on, I've been calling this lady on the other line. And she's like, hello?
Hello. I think you're going to do great because you already are.
Oh, thanks, Court. I think it's crazy to raise kids in this technology advanced era. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I do want a way to connect to them. Like, if they're not at home, I want to be able to. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Again, I didn't even know what kind of mom I was going to be. I thought I was going to be really anxious and like really on them, but I'm way more chill than I thought. Way more chill.
No, it's really cool to see you doing your thing. It's like, everything's right.
Thank you.
You seem very happy and like everything seems just right.
Yeah.
Happy for you.
Thank you. And I'm still the most fucked up person always, still in my
Always.
head.
In fact, I think post-child, you're even more.
I'm so messed up.
I think your shoes are a little more loose now.
Shane was like, yeah, your energy's another. I'm like, crazy?
When we had a live stream promoting our hospital show, there was a puppet on the set and you just started talking with the puppet for too long.
Oh, yeah. So long.
Too long.
And was it Ian sitting next to me?
Yeah.
Ian was doing his thing where he was going.
There was 25 people behind the camera watching you.
And I was like, all right, little buddy. And Ian just was like, looking at me like, when are you going to end this? And in my head, I was like, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah. No, and I think it is too.
That's the thing with mom brain. You're just like, yeah, this is really good. Everyone's on this level, and people are not on your level.
I loved it.
Thank you.
I love this Amanda version.
Thank you. Now. It's a crazy, crazy version.
The newest Amanda update is hitting.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else are you consuming now? Are you on? You're mostly on Instagram. You've been on TikTok here and there.
I've been on TikTok here and there when like people send me TikTok things.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly on Instagram.
Do you feel like, we have the whole Chronically Offline merch line, all about your Chronically Offline position here at Smosh? And we were talking before this about how you feel like you've gotten a little bit better, but obviously like with being a parent, like you're off. But
I would say Chronically Offline to me, that merch line and all that is me to my core. That is a vibe. The thing about Chronically Offline is like I touch grass. Like that is such a vibe. Like I'll always want to be out in nature more than inside. I'll always want to like talk to people and discover what people are doing or laugh at the thing that I just witnessed with my eyes. That will always be. So I feel like Chronically Offline, whether I'm on Instagram or not, that is like a in my heart and soul vibe.
She's logged off.
I'm logged off.
Chronically logged
in
off.
my soul.
I love it.
But do I go on Instagram and watch people fall? Yeah, I do. Do I watch people take photos in front of a big wave and then fall hard? Yeah, I do. Do I watch people slip on their stairs because it's icy and they're carrying like a bunch of sodas? Yeah, I do. Constantly. And I cry hard. Like, is that wrong to admit?
No. That is
It's
most
fine.
people.
And I do love makeup videos. There's this one, I can't remember her.
I know everybody. Tell me.
Mac.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about? She slams her head and then she comes up and she goes, Mac. Okay, so I've got the newest line from Mac, and we're gonna do a little.
I have seen
brush
her.
off. We can do a little brush off. Mac.
She's gorgeous. Would you ever do crazy makeup like that?
I would love to.
Okay.
The thing that people don't know about me is that like I don't post about it, but I love doing makeup. I love doing wild makeup.
You do, and you do some fun things.
Thank you.
You do it like a little bit cheeky, like
I do a little cheeky.
secret.
I like to do a little fun things. But again, like I don't have the time right now to post all about it. So it's like I either go all in or I don't. That's the other thing. I'm a rule follower and then I commit so hard. And I feel like I'm doing people a disservice by doing like one little video here. But maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm putting too much pressure on it.
And I think that's usually the case.
Yeah.
We usually are. We're going to play a game now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're playing a game we're calling People.com game. Baby.
Oh, that's so me.
We're going to read you some headlines and you're going to have to guess the year, the date of the headline because
date.
So we're going to tell you a headline. You're going to guess the year because we've considered you chronically offline. However, you're a People.com connoisseur. You get the updates. You get the tea.
It's so bad.
But
sometimes I'm like, I gotta stop this nonsense.
Your People.com is my spill sesh. Where like I just want to know what's going on. I don't care about Hailey Bieber at all. I do not care about her. But do I know everything that she's dealing with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what if I want to write a sketch about her one day? I don't know.
Yeah, and me too about Benny Blanco. I don't know why. He's just there. Nobody has any information about who Benny Blanco is, but he is just in every single headline. It's like Selena Gomez snatched and Benny Blanco is here. And I'm just like, yeah, and he's just like, he feels like when you go over to like your friend's basement and you're just like, hey, nice to meet you. Hey, and he's in the corner of the couch like, Hey,
Just
they
like-
made me a sandwich.
Yes.
You're just like,
after
okay,
Thanksgiving
Benny.
something.
Blanco.
That's awesome. That's so real.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready to play?
Yes. Oh my
Paris Hilton, Nick Carter split up. The Backstreet Boy tells People he got tired of all the rumors during their relationship.
What are the rumors?
Who knows,
What
dude?
are the rumors?
People magazine was spreading rumors.
Okay, this is when Paris Hilton did her normal. What was her catchphrase then?
That's hot.
That's hot.
And that's so back.
And she was doing that show where they were like
Paris
working on a
Nicole.
farm or whatever.
Yeah, Simple Life.
With the Simple Life,
I
right?
loved that show.
That's hot. Ooh, this is a stretch. I want to say 2006.
I was thinking that too.
2006. 2004. Okay. I was going to say 2006 might be too late. 2004. Oh, this was the time.
That was a time.
Remember her song, The Stars or whatever? It's okay if you don't.
She's a great DJ now.
What?
She be mixing it up.
She also has a son. Big forehead.
Okay, next one. Brooke. Tom said, I'm sorry. Cruz patches things up with Shields, but hasn't changed his mind about antidepressants.
There is nothing better than people.com headlines.
Like, that is too personal.
Oh, I think that they have a source who like plays someone's like close friend or like aunt, and they get some deep stuff, or they're just lying.
You're right.
Or they're just
They
lying.
shouldn't be called people. They should be called personal.
Yeah.
Too personal.
I mean, I think
was a really bad
people.com
joke, I'm
said
sorry.
my husband was a model in Belarus, which was not true.
That's awesome.
He wishes. Cruz patches things up with Shields. Okay. Why would people care about this? This is like back in the day. And they weren't ever dating, I don't think.
Tom looks good, though.
He does look good. Sweet Tom. This is when he had his old teeth.
He changed his teeth.
Honey, he had old teeth and new teeth.
He had the one tooth in the front. I loved that tooth.
Yeah, he had fun teeth back in the day. God.
I have a guess.
2000, honestly, maybe this looks like a 2012.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing 2008.
Ooh, you might be right.
2006.
Oh my God. Horrible.
Whoa. 2006. I do not want to know about your antidepressants. I do not want to know.
Yeah, and what did he say sorry about?
Yeah, like what? Game of Thrones. Kourtney Kardashian, Charlize Theron, and more celebs who posted pics from the toilet. Oh, Game of the Throne.
These stars really know how to get the potty started. This is why I love people.com.
This is so BuzzFeed.
I know. The thing is, I started following people because it made me laugh so hard, and then I really wanted to get my news. So it had to be around the time of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and Charlize Theron was big. I feel like this is definitely 2010s. Game of the Throne. Oh, 2024.
What?
Last year, we're talking Game of the Throne.
People.com, get on your stuff.
Hit fast forward on that knowledge.
That's crazy. I'm not doing well.
Trigger warning. 22-year-old dies after declaring, look at this, and trying to eat entire hamburger whole. Reports.
Unfortunately, this is like 90% of people.com's headlines. I hate to say it. It is the wildest. One was like, old woman dies on mummy returns recently. And Spencer was wearing a mummy return shirt 4 days before that and went, you should try this ride. It's awesome. And then that happened. So I sent it to him.
Whoa.
It was unrelated to the ride.
Okay, so how about this burger death?
God, this is going to be any time. I'm going to say 2025.
2025.
What did I say? Oh my God, November.
That is how I'm gonna die. Katy Perry on
oh,
pregnancy rumors.
oh.
Hell no.
Oh.
Me. She blames her belly on fast food, adding, I still love drinking alcohol, so not yet.
6:25 p.m.
This is too much information.
This picture is ideal, though. It is ideal. She looks like she's an alien that just got off a
It
planet.
looks like Lucille Ball, but it's Lucille Gumball.
She's like, no way, I'm drinking a bunch of alcohol, you idiots. I want to get drunk.
2011?
2011.
Hell no.
Okay.
I just like to eat food and drink alcohol.
Yeah, no, I get it. Girl, I get it.
Girl, I get it. Ben Affleck hits Detroit's casinos and treats his wife.
Which
Top
wife?
story. Top
At
story.
8 p.m. Which wife? Is it
J-Lo?
J-Lo or is it Jennifer Lopez or Jennifer Garner?
I think it's Jennifer Lopez. Look at that hair. It's pretty salt and peppery.
Yeah, but he got back together with Jennifer Lopez and that was quick. He got with her, then he married Jennifer Garner, then he married J-Lo, and that was a quick one.
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner. Why didn't I log in for that?
Daredevil. They met on Daredevil, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's hot.
I could be making it up.
I think this is 2020.
Treats his wife to what? The casino? What'd you say?
I say 2022.
I say Tutu.
14?
Garner.
Garner
treats
likes
his
the
wife,
casino.
Garner.
So he hits the casinos and then does he treat her to like something to shop?
Or does he give her like chips? And he's like, go off, babe.
Go on, babe.
He's like, hey, blackjack, get it.
Get it.
Like, okay. Pete Davidson shows off his cave apartment in mom's Staten Island basement, complete with shower. Okay, this is probably happening when he did his movie.
Corno shower? Did you change that?
Oh, his corno shower.
He has a corno shower.
Isn't that weird that I used corn as an example? And yeah. This is probably when he did his movie. So Lorne Michaels greenlit his movie, whatever it was called. What was it called?
Where he's a firefighter?
King of Staten Island. This movie's about him. And yeah, I'm guessing this is around that time.
Okay.
Which is like right when he got on SNL.
Which was 2020.
2020, second case of coronavirus with unknown origin reported in the United States. Ooh, good year. What a fun year.
What a fun year. And that was our game.
Wow, I loved that.
A few right.
I was so into that.
You know what else you're going to be into?
Yeah.
Amanda? It's time for the buffering questions. We're going to ask you these questions, and this is going to help me with my final answer at the end of the video.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting tested if I should be on the internet. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'm not doing well.
Well, I feel like it's 50-50 right now.
Okay.
All right. Amanda, are you ready?
Yes.
First question. Last thing you bought online?
A Celtics t-shirt for my nephew.
The Boston Celtics?
Yeah.
Is that a basketball?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm pretty cool.
Okay. That's not that bad.
What was the last thing you bought?
A bronze highlight duo that I thought was discontinued at Charlotte Tilbury, and I decided I'd never actually Googled whether or not it was still around, and it very much is, and so I bought it immediately because it's my favorite product in the world.
Wow.
But the last dumb thing I bought was this gun that shoots little spinny things at your cats. I bought it off TikTok Shop.
Wait, that's actually really cute.
Yeah, they hate it.
Well, I bought a bucket hat for my son.
That's so cute.
With sharks on it.
Sharks.
God, I'm such a mom. So weird.
So real.
So real.
Next question.
Yep.
Can we look at your screen time?
Weekly average. Do you want to guess?
Yeah, let's guess. The app you're on the most.
Oh, wait. That's weekly average.
Baby cam.
My weekly average is 11 hours and 58 minutes.
Okay. And the most of those hours are on texting?
Yes. Texting.
Is number one?
Texting is number one.
Whoa. And what's number two?
Chrome.
Okay, Chrome.
And then Gmail is right there.
Yeah, well, we be emailing.
And Spotify.
Ooh.
Yeah. I listen to a lot of music and sometimes I listen to books on there.
What's your most played song on Spotify? Did you have like a top song in your Wrapped last year?
Yeah,
My Wrapped was all wrong.
Well, here's the deal. I need you guys to know that I had a playlist for when I was giving birth that I played nonstop over and over and over. So a lot of them are on there.
Wow, what did that include? Like ocean whale sounds?
No, that.
Like ABBA?
No, I had Chris Stapleton.
Who's that?
Chris Stapleton? You guys don't know who Chris Stapleton is? What
so,
the
but it's
fuck?
but it's dreamy acoustic vibes, you're saying?
Chris Stapleton is like a very cool country vibes.
Whoa.
I know. Guys, he looks like no.
But
he's not what you think. He's very liberal. He's super awesome. He's incredible. I love him. He's an amazing guitarist. He also works with a bunch of different people.
Okay.
What else do I have on here? Yeah, I have Noah Kahan. I was loving Noah Kahan for a while. Teddy Swims. Loving Teddy Swims. Oh, and Whitney Houston.
Nice. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next question.
Yes.
Amanda, what is your bedtime phone routine?
So I'll make sure I answer most of my texts. I just do. I Some texts I'll leave on read, but like I usually try to answer all my texts. My phone is away. I'm either reading my book or if I'm listening to my book on my phone, because otherwise I will not sleep. The times where I watch Instagram in bed, I have the worst night's sleep ever.
Yeah.
And I really need sleep. So I kind of religiously try not to. It is next to me. I don't like put it super far away, but it's next to me, but I really try not to go on it.
I feel like you have a very healthy relationship with your phone.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll go on it and then like watch funny videos and then I can't go to sleep.
Everybody has those days.
Yeah, I love those days. I need those days.
Everybody should have a day or two like that.
Can't believe you guys don't know who Chris Stapleton is. I actually can't get over that.
Oops.
That's actually crazy.
I'm really not a country person. I think the closest to country music I have is Sabrina Carpenter.
I get that. Yeah, I
And
wouldn't
Chappell
even.
Roan.
He is country, but I wouldn't even say like. Yeah, I can't explain Chris Stapleton. He's just incredible.
That's great. I love that. And let's hear in the comments if you listen to them as well. Okay, listeners and viewers. Okay, speaking of listening, that was a terrible segue. Amanda, what internet slang have you used IRL? Do you use any internet slang in real life?
I don't know. I don't know if I use.
I don't think you do at all.
I don't
feel
think
like
I do.
The only language you speak is like of the ancient text.
Yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
you are a century.
I speak like hieroglyphics. Like, what are we saying?
Yeah, you're.
I will say I don't like.
You're
Some people
old-fashioned.
go lol, and I know I.
When I see
Can't
a
handle
text
that.
with LOL, that's what I read. I do not see lol. But Shane says lol. I've
My
heard
sister
others say
says lol. She
I
goes
say
lol.
In the room, what do you guys, when you see a text with LOL in it, do you say lol or LOL?
I'm just offended.
Same.
You're just
I
offended?
hate LOL. I despise LOL.
I say LOL in like every other text.
I hate when people go LOL, LOL, LOL.
That's me, Amanda.
But I know they're going like this.
LOL, it's just like trying to take the seriousness out of the air.
Oh.
My friend says LOL. I say off.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh no, oh no.
What do you guys?
How do you feel, Nicole?
I say LOL like every other text, and Mike should know because we
Oh,
have
no.
a Slack
I
chat.
have adapted to all caps. LOL. I like that.
Okay. I like all caps LOL because you're in on it. You're in on the joke.
If I'm laughing, I send ha ha ha
Me too,
ha
me
ha
too.
ha ha.
So then why do you say LOL if you're not laughing out loud?
LOL is like adding a twang of snarkiness to the text.
You're like, I
don't
feel like
know.
she's a bitch, LOL.
Like, I'm like, but not in a mean way. Like, that's like, oh no, okay, guys, post in the comments if I should stop saying LOL every other text.
Never stop.
Okay,
I
thank
think
you, Nicole.
I think that you should. So do I say
No. You speak as though you are from a different time.
I don't say slay. I don't say any of that shit.
No, you don't. And as much as we say it around you, it does not rub off on you. I feel like you say epic sometimes.
Epic is just real. I don't say like cinema.
Cinema.
I don't say any of that shit. I do say epic because I mean that. Sometimes I'll say awesome. And hey,
Awesome is a normal word.
awesome is fantastic. I'll say fabulous.
Yes. When you say it's different.
Fab.
Okay, Amanda, when it's time to put the phone away, how do you detox online? If you've been on your phone too much, if it's like, oof, I got to get off this thing, how do you detox?
Well, if I'm on my phone, I'm normally like laying down or sitting down. I have to like get up from that spot. I have to leave that spot.
Ooh.
Yep.
And then you said you read.
I read so much. I read so many books.
And are you Kindling?
Reading is my happy place. Reading helps me because again, my brain like goes off on ideas. I can't rest if I'm thinking about a project or a shoot the next day. Like my brain goes off. So being online actually just ignites my brain. I go, oh, idea. Oh, I should do that. Oh, that's a fun edit. Oh, that's a really cool way to do that. Oh, that's a good style. That's a good outfit or whatever. So it actually just keeps my brain going.
Whoa.
So reading is like my safe space.
Yeah.
Because it completely transforms me to another place that's not connected to the industry or the world. If I need to detox, I need to like change positions or just like get my phone away from me.
Yeah, I like that. Pretty simple, pretty traditional. Love
Pretty
it.
safe.
Pretty safe, yeah.
You got to do it. If you're in the industry, like you have to make those boundaries for yourself. I have to.
I agree. It's just, it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, because I will obsess about it.
Mm-hmm. Because
Especially
you care.
if I post something, I care. Yeah.
That being said, what are your most used emojis?
Currently, it's the smiley face that's melting to the
Oh
ground.
my God, I've been using that one so
I use that
much
one
lately.
all the time for so many things. I'm like, I'll be home at this time. Melt face.
Yes.
Or I'm like, I'm not getting involved in this anymore. Melt face.
And what else? What else?
Mine was the cowboy because after the live show when I played the cowboy, I used the cowboy. I also love sending GIFs. Is it GIFs?
GIFs. I say GIFs. I say
I
GIFs.
send GIFs a lot. And after I played the cowboy, I sent a lot of cowboy GIFs.
I love that.
So mine's cowboy,
Melty face.
melty face, lips that are like this. Yeah.
The parted lips.
Yeah. Face with like a little bit of tears in there that's smiling.
Oh, I like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. And claps.
Claps. You're such a celebratory queen.
I'm a clap queen.
Oh, maybe don't say that.
Oh, and then I have a coin in here. I don't know why.
Coin?
Yeah. I guess I've been sending some coins.
She's been getting that coin.
Because no one sends coins. No one sends coins. So I will.
Okay, I think some uncharted territory that we have not investigated today is your camera roll. So I'm going to pick a date, and you're going to show me a photo.
Oh my God. Okay.
Let's do January 9th, 2017. Well, you can type it in, baby. You can type it in.
Oh.
You thought you were going to have
I do that constantly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, girl.
Yeah, honey. I scroll until I find it.
2017.
Okay.
Do you even have photos from then?
There's nothing in there. What else? I clean up my phone. I have January 2017.
Okay, January 2017. Let's see it.
Oh my God.
Oh, come on,
What?
show it to me. Oh, the most dim.
Yeah, it's really.
Yes!
I know exactly what this is.
like the same week as Mexican salsa, yes. It is like, it's as if you got a still from like setting up the shot for like a news story, huh?
So I know exactly what this is.
What is it?
Okay, this is a still from a movie, but it's my friend was shooting a movie and he wanted a proof of concept. And we were working at this bar at the time.
Is that Mohawk?
Yeah, this is Mohawk. We were working at Mohawk Bend at the time. And he was like, I want to shoot a proof of concept. Can you be in it for this like big movie that he did?
Whoa.
And I was like, yeah, sure. And the bar was closed. So that's that picture.
Aw.
That's the only pictures from 2017 in my phone.
Remember your first shoot day with us? You unplanned kissed Ian?
Yes. Yes.
It was every Home Depot ever.
Yep. And he
it
was
your
playing an
first
old man.
day on set, he was playing an old man.
Like white beard.
And you just went and you did it as an improvised moment.
It was the character choice. He was like, he was in line and Damien was there and I was supposed to play like I was Damien's ex or something in the thing.
I think you were an employee. You were both employees.
Shane and I
then
were employees.
Damien was the ex that came up and knew you or something.
And Ian was an old man who was like needed to poop his pants. And and I had this whole bit of like, oh, that's great. And Damien was my ex bringing in a new girlfriend. And I was like, oh, cool. You're dating new people. And I grabbed Shane. I was like, well, this is my boyfriend. And he's like, no, I'm not your boyfriend. I'm gay. And I was like, okay, yeah, you are gay. Get out of here. And then I grabbed Ian. I was like, well, this is my boyfriend. And Ian's like, where's the bathroom or whatever. And I put my head over and kissed him on the lips. On the lips.
So bold.
Way too bold. And then at the end, I was like, all right, that's my last day there.
And it was not.
And I walked to my car and they were like, we want you back. Great improv. And Ian's like, yeah, great improv.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
It's great.
I like think about that sometimes, how it's like, wow, like I
Yeah.
sometimes because I just be thinking about people and their life.
I love it.
And I was wondering if that you were like, I should do this to show how like bold I am.
Nope. I was so in it and I was like so in Groundlings where it was just like, what would the character do? And I was like, oh yeah, of course, this woman would try to kiss this old guy to convince whatever.
It was just you and the craft. That was a crazy week. That
Yeah.
shoot. We were filming at a random like hardware store
Yep.
in LA.
Yep.
And look at you now.
It was very, very fun. I had a lot of fun that day.
And now we recently had a lot of us kiss because of the Smosh Hospital show.
Not me. I
Not
was the
you.
cowboy laying on the gurney bed watching it all. I was just like,
We've kissed though.
yes, we have.
Fake kissed, kind of.
Have we?
Toy kissed. We were like, we just kind of pressed our
we were
faces
toy
together.
kissing.
So you were Woody and
I
I
was another cowboy.
Bo. Another cowboy.
What does that say about me?
Wow. Okay. I have a couple more questions for you, and then
I
we will
love it.
determine. I just had to go down memory lane for a second. Okay. What was your most recent Google search?
Why do I keep putting my phone in this
Yeah. Why
pink couch
you really
divot?
want to keep her away from you?
I love this phone.
What is it? What is it, Amanda?
It's work related. Okay? It's
Okay. Do you want to?
it is oh my God, I can't.
What is it?
It is
Amanda.
If I reveal this, I'm gonna get fucking raked against the coals here.
Wait. What?
Okay. I have to bring subreddits to Smoshmouth. I have to bring subreddits to Smoshmouth. And I was so tired last night. I was like, I can't bring subreddits, guys. I can't even do subreddits. So I Googled best subreddits for females. It was like 6 p.m. I had my son here. I had this great class. I was like, I'm so tired. I have to bring subreddits for Smoshmouth. And he's like, okay. He's like, I'm like, do you go on Reddit? He's like, no. And I was like, he's like, just Google it. And I was like, okay, best subreddits for females.
Emails is crazy, Amanda.
And then so dumb. I'm gonna get fucking killed, slaughtered for this. I'm gonna get slaughtered for this. And then one that I seriously was considering sending to Selena was bra that fits. And then I thought about, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna present it to Shane and he's gonna go, 34 double D. Yeah, that's a good size. Like, and I just couldn't. I couldn't. So guys, it sucks. It sucks that I'm doing this to myself. It sucks.
Females.
It's so dumb. I can't. I mean, they're so lame too. The girl survival guide, Girls Gone Wired,
No, because they knew that when you wrote females, they're like, obviously a man is searching this.
female fashion advice, witches versus the patriarchy. I can't.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God, Amanda, that's a red flag. I'm sorry.
If I had red flags, should I stay on the internet?
No, red flags mean you're out of here.
Really?
You're outta here.
What's a red flag that I would have?
Well, a green flag that you have is you use Chrome rather than Safari.
oh, of course, Safari. Safari sucks.
I think your relationship with social media is kind of healthy. So you are allowed online because you have your seatbelt on. You're operating safely.
Oh yeah.
Online. However, a red flag is searching subreddits for females.
Hey, that was a panicked moment. I could have not shared that with you, but I shared it because I felt safe. I felt safe. It's not a safe place.
I think the green flags outweigh the red, Amanda. I believe you are allowed online.
Woo!
Thank you. You're rarely on there anyways. You're chronically logged off.
It's true.
I think you've moved from chronically offline to chronically logged off.
Because that feels like a choice.
Yeah, and I feel like you're way more online than I think you used to be, and you have a way great understanding of the world around you.
Yes.
And how to search for subreddits. We will work on that. We will work on that.
Don't tell anybody about that.
I won't. Amanda, thank you so much for being on my show.
Oh my God, this was such a dream. I feel like no one's here. It's just like, well, I feel like they're here, but you know what I'm saying. I feel very cozy.
It's just another day.
It's so cute. Like, do you use that phone?
I try. It's not plugged in,
Oh,
but I talk to myself.
God, I love that phone. Great for prank calls.
Great for prank calls. We know a thing or two about those.
Yeah. I prank called a lot.
For sure. I love you.
I love you.
Is there anything you would like to shout out to this audience that already knows you pretty well, but still?
Yep, Smoshmouth. I do have an episode.
You filmed with Dropout. You're gonna have some stuff coming out.
It's coming out in May, and I'm very excited about the presentation because it's in line with what some of the things I was talking about.
It's exciting. I love it. It is.
I worked on it for 4 months. Very excited about it.
I know about this.
And I just was like up every night. Just like, so that's what's happening. Smoshmouth is happening. Things are happening on Smoshmouth. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. check Amanda out all over the internet. You'll catch her when she's online occasionally. And we'll see you guys later. I hope you close the internet today feeling better than when you opened it. Love you. Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.